If you're like me, you play a lot of card games. And if you're also looking forward to Digimon's upcoming set 1.5, then I'm here to help you guys with 7 decks that aren't Cresciamon. But the first deck we're looking at is Edaman Altaresque. This is a very interesting deck for multiple reasons. First things first, just how Edaman works. We actually already have Edaman thanks to set 1.0, but Edaman is your turn. This Digimon cannot be blocked by an opponent's Digimon. Once per turn, this card, once during the opponent's turn, this card will get plus 2,000. So he becomes a 12 on the opponent's turn, and it's a 10 free beat stick. Well, how do we rush him out? And that comes to the new Edaman we'll be getting. This Edaman has blocker, and when destroyed, reveal the top 5 cards of the deck. You may play one level 6 Digimon, with, which name contains Edaman, from among them without paying its cost. Put the rest at the bottom in any order. So yes, you do need to make sure you actually hit Edaman, but this Edaman will help you rush to it. And on top of it, once he's out, all you have to do is pay 6 and you have Alturus. And Alturus is a powerful card. I see so many decks running it, so many decks saying how, like this just completely curb stomps other decks in. It's just a good card and really helps. What is Alturus? Alturus, when Digivolving, all of your opponent's Digimon de-Digivolve 1. Destroy all your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. So, he is a board clear. So if your opponent's got that problem Digimon, fuck it. All of it de-Digivolves. And what happens if there's not a digital source? It's just gone. When attacking, this Digimon cannot be blocked this turn by returning one level 6 Digimon card from this card's digital source to your hand. So if you don't want people to block Alturus, return the Edaman. And now you have Edaman again, so you can just Digivolve. Or we play Kuranimon with blocker both players' turn. All Digimon with blocker can't be destroyed by card effects. This card, by the way, helps the deck a lot for multiple reasons. As you can see, a lot of this deck is blockers, and that's where this deck really shines. Sorry, that's Reboot. But still, all of these different blocker Digimon help out a lot. Now, sadly, in 1.5, we actually will not have access to Structure Deck 4, 5, 6, like Japan did with Set 3, and we will not have access to promos 13 through 27. So there is a lot of cards, yes, that you can use to upgrade the deck and help it out, but we'll be missing those until May. If you still want to play green, and you're just looking forward to something a little different that isn't Cresciamon, then let me introduce you to Imperial Jamon Dragon Mode. This card is amazing. So first things first, if this Digimon digivolves into, from a Digimon with Pale Dramon or Diobimon, which you're only actually going to run one, there's a reason for that, you reduce it by 2. So instead of paying 5, you're paying 3 to digivolve into it. Piercing. So if you attack a Digimon in rest mode, you still do a security check. Amazing. Your turn, once per turn, when only one of your opponent's Digimon is destroyed by battle, you may stand this Digimon. You get to swing, KO, and stand. This card is amazing. On top of green, in my opinion, is the best color to be playing into 1.5, Set 4, and even probably going to be Future On, unless they really fix that in Set 5, which is Battle of Omni. And let's talk about why. First things first, green gets access to hidden potential discovered. Main, if one of your green Digimon would Digivolve this turn, you may spend one of your Digimon to reduce its evolutional cost by 5. I just made this Digiball free. Boom. Free and no mana. That's amazing. On top of, green has access to Bancho Stingmon, Piercing. When attacking, if this Digimon attacks your opponent's Digimon with 12,000 power or more, this Digimon will get a +7, making it a 16, and security +2. He's doing 3 damage if you swing at, say for an example, Imperial Jamon Dragon Mode, Cresciamon, Omnimon, any of them. Any level 7, majority of the level 6s. He is such a good tech card. And he's actually slept on in Japan, but he's still amazing. Now, again, kind of like the other deck, because we are missing structure decks 4, 5, 6, and promos, this deck could be better, but that can be fixed in May. If you're like me and purple is your go-to color for Digimon though, let's talk about Malam Iotismon. Piercing. Both players' turn. If your Digimon or your opponent's Digimon are destroyed, gain 1 memory for each card destroyed. This card is amazing. Piercing is, again, an amazing key skill. But now if something dies, you get memory. And that works really well, considering we run a majority of Digimon that want to die. So, like, Grizzlymon is here because it's just a really good tech card, but for an example, Impmon, when destroyed, you discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Now, with Malam Iotismon, you gain a memory. Gabumon, inheritable skill, so you do have to have a level 4 on it, but when they die, you draw 2, discard 1, and now gain a memory. It's such a good thing. I believe those are really the only ones part of the Suicide package, but Chimeramon gets to blow up a card, and now gain 1 memory. And the cards that even let you search out and play Malam Iotismon, look at this. When attacking, by paying 3 memory, play 1 Malam Iotismon from your hand without paying its cost, then destroy this Digimon. He would be on board when the rest of the skill resolves because you have to play the card, meaning you gain 1 memory. So you're really just paying 2 to blow up this Digimon to get that skill. And the same thing goes for Mummymon. It's the same skill. But instead of being from the hand, you play the Malamon from the trash. So if, say for an example, hey, someone got rid of Malam Iotismon. Problem solved. It's amazing. On top of, if Impmon hits Malam, you can just hit it back with Mummy. It works so well. On top of the other cards, Back from Revenge, granting a card when destroyed, so you get that skill again. You get to replay it, and if Malamon's out, there's another memory. Trapsaur is just a great purple card. It hasn't gone away, and it probably won't anytime soon. Same thing for Grizzly Marine or Night Raid here in the States. You get to play a level 3 Digimon from the trash without playing its when played skill, so you get Grizzlymon, Impmon, or Gabumon back. This deck, ideally, again, still needs a card from Structure Deck 6. That's why Gazimon, or Grizzlymon, as I've been calling it by accident, is in the deck. You want the upcoming Demdevimon, but the deck still runs fine without it. If you want a deck that's a little different, a bit of a hybrid deck, and just something really fun, then this is the deck for you. We're talking about Pramond jamming. This deck is jamming overload. What is jamming? Jamming is the key skill that when your opponent reveals a security check, if the Digimon, remember that, has the same DP or higher, jamming says screw you, the card dudded out. Now, they did put a ruling, and I've seen a lot of people misplay this ruling. If your opponent reveals anything like this, the security still goes off. I've seen a lot of tournaments where people are misdoing this, and Bandai even put out a ruling on their Facebook and Twitter. So no one's allowed to be like, I couldn't find it. It's even in the rulebook. But let's move forward with the rest of this deck and how it runs. The whole point is to rush Pramond, and say, for example, if you don't find it, you're kind of like, shoot, I don't have them. What do I do? Well, that's where Promo Taichi comes into play. Promo Taichi, Manga Taichi, or V-Tamer Taichi, whatever you'd like to call him, has an amazing skill. Security, it plays without paying its cost. Main, if you have a Digimon with Vidramon in its name, by rest moding this card, you may activate one of the following. Draw. You may choose one of your Digimon to get plus 1,000. Any Digimon here can get plus 1,000. Or you can draw. How many Vidramons do we run? We run 6. We do run Promo Vidramon 0. When attacking, if you have a blue tamer, by discarding 3 cards from the top of your deck, this Digimon gets plus 2 until the end of turn. Not a bad skill, but it kind of hurts your deck a little bit, kind of like purple. Well, where's the plus side to this? Inheritable skill. When attacking, by returning 3 non-Digi-Eggs from the trash to the bottom of the deck, draw 1. Now making your level 5s and Pramond just ideal. It makes it so much better, so it kind of counter-reacts what its first effect does. Vidramon. This card is amazing. When attacking once per turn, if you have a tamer, make this Digimon active. So say for an example, if you have Davis, or if you have Taichi, he gets the stand. On top of that, his inheritable skill. Both players' turn, if you have a blue tamer, this Digimon gets plus 1,000. Making your level 5 and, again, Pramond even stronger. It's amazing. It just helps out running the deck. We do run Bastimon just to rush, and we do run this yellow Digimon. The reason this is here is for its skills. Your turn, this card is also treated as a blue Digimon. So, already, this is a blue Digimon on the board. A lot of people are asking rulings because of this skill. If you see it for, say, for an example, Davis skill, it will whiff. This skill only works on board. It does not work in the hand. Please keep that in mind. Opponent's turn. All of your opponent's Digimon without digital source get -1 security, and that's why he's here. This is amazing for multiple reasons. Say, for an example, you're playing into Cressiamon or Piercing Overshot. This deck will help you say no. You would have to leave it onto the board and not go into Pramond, but it's a worthwhile thing. I do need to look up a ruling, but I believe this stacks if you have multiple on the board. I don't fully know. I need to get in contact with a higher level judge to find out. But the stack also runs amazing supporters like Davis. Davis's play is it's a memory backer. Memory backer tamers are the ones that let you go to 3 when you have 2 or less meta. When played, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 blue and green Digimon to your hand. You're only going to add blue. There's no green. Sorry. But Davis already helps out, and he plays himself from security. We also run amazing supporters like Ice Claw and Vulcan's Hammer, but we also run Depresso Blast, which helps a lot. We also run draw supporters in Gabumon, more jamming in Vmon, and a bit of blocking because we play aggressive. This deck is a little different from what you would say maybe meta or standard, but it's a fun anti-meta deck that I would recommend to new players. If you're looking for a deck that's a little different, or you just want to update your Rookie Rush, this is the deck for you. Rookie Rush doesn't go away, and it's never going to. There's also multiple ways to play Rookie Rush now, especially since we're getting access to better level 4s that really help the deck out. So, for an example, if you're missing draw power, EX Featuremon's really going to help you out here. But that's really the only change besides running just new greens and forcing all your Tamas to be blue for your Evolve route. Now, if you want to play the purple version of Rookie Rush, there is that as an option. But sadly, we are missing cards, again, from those promo lines and Structure Deck 6. If you're a big fan of red and you don't want to give up playing red, and I got something for you, Alturus Red. This deck is amazing. It's super fun. It has one of the best cards, in my opinion, in the game, being Terraforce. But it also gives you access to Alturus, the original Omnimon from 1.0, and Blitz Greymon, which is also a promo for buying a box. It's a box topper. Now, there's also 4 other cards you could get, but Blitz Greymon is an option to pull. So it even helps out there if, say, you buy a few boxes, so you don't just bank on pulling them. But this deck is also very friendly new because it's mostly the structure deck, if you can tell. Structure deck Agumon, structure deck Biomon. He's not structure deck, sorry. Structure deck Greymon, structure deck Kurodamon. Nope, he's the Sepmai, sorry. Your BT2, apologies. And structure deck Phoenixmon. So let that sit in. 4, 8, 12, 16, 18 cards. Sorry, not 18. 22, because Terraforce is a structure card. 22 cards of this deck is structure deck friendly. So say if you're just playing with a structure deck right now and you want a deck to slowly change to, here you go. You just play the Omnimons. And say, for example, if you can't get your hand on Omnimon, that's okay. You can fix that by just running 2 more copies of Alturus, or you can run 2 more copies of Greymon. Whichever just feels more comfortable to you and how you play the game. And the deck I'm more than excited to be playing is Imperial Jamon Dragon Mode Blue. I'm a big fan of Imperial Jamon Dragon Mode. That is my favorite Digimon. but this is so cool. It is for jamming. It just helps the deck so much. If this Digimon evolves from Imperial Jamon or Digimon, it reduces it by 2 again, so it becomes a 3 for the Digivolve. Jamming, so again, same thing. If something with the same power or more reveals in the security, I'm safe. I can just keep playing. And when Digivolving, all Digimon with jamming become active. Sadly, we really don't proc that skill very well, and that's more or less just because I run Omnimon versus Pramond. If you can't get your hands on Omnimon, opt it out for Pramond. It won't hurt the deck, and it will actually kind of help a little bit. But let's go over some of the supporters. Digimon with jamming, amazing card. We do have a little bit of blocking to help out, but we run both Paildramon and Beamon. Piercing and jamming. Already 2 amazing skills. Jamming and the attack once per turn for the inheritable skill. If the Digimon has Imperial Jamon, it gets to re-stand. So that is 2 damage coming from jamming Imperial Jamon. Nothing can stop that. And as a little bit of attacking card, we do run Bancho Stingmon again. This is more or less to just Digivolve onto Beamon, that's why there's 2. And we do run Omnimon. If you don't have Omnimon, again, opt into Pramond and you'll be fine. So for some reason, my outro didn't record right. Like, the audio just completely got shot. I don't know why, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm looking forward to 1.5. It's going to be one of my favorite formats. If you want a 1.5 pure deck, meaning you were not able to get your hands on 1.0 or a structure deck, I can do that for you guys and help you out. But I just need to know in the comments below. Would a like, maybe subscribe, and if you want more deck profiles, let me know. Yes, there is no yellow deck. I'm not really looking forward to playing yellow in the upcoming set. That's more or less just because I think everyone's going to be playing Shine Greymon, and if I do end up playing yellow, it'd be more for Mastamon. So I would just play purple at that point. But if you do want a yellow deck in the future, I can supply one for you guys as well. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.